Welcome back to the Stoop Football fans. It's your boy Lolo, and I'm here on another Friday night with y'all for some Premier League happy hour. I hear people hooting and hollering outside. That's for us. I guess they're playing the show on one screen. They should be watching it on individual screens so we get the views. Anyway, happy Friday to you all. Time to cheers up some beers. Estrella Galicia for me. Hello, Director John.
Order for me.
Oh, water's in order. Well, cheers to you all.
Cheers to
you all anyway. And happy holidays to everybody. Good to see people in the comments section already. Anders, BX Gunner, what's going on, my friend? It's the big Stoop Derby this weekend. It's the match everybody's talking about. It is Arsenal versus Wolves. And I asked the question, can Arsenal stop Wolves from completing their invincible streak and not winning a single game? In a twisted way, I'm asking, would Arsenal have a chance of slipping up against Wolves? Everybody's talking about how horrible Wolves are and how good Arsenal are, but Arsenal are injured and this and that and the other, and they've got other games to look forward to. Is this a banana peel?
Everyone's talking about how good Arsenal is.
I mean, in my circle, I don't listen to other people talking.
You're a
other
circle
opinions.
jerk of one.
My circle jerk of one. I tell myself how good Arsenal are. All right. So speaking of those dirty wolves, let's get that dirty wolf on to the stage. Bring in my lovely co-host, Mr. Mark. Oh, he's
why is it that you always call me when there's a dead hooker involved? I gotta go. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Had to take that.
Dare I ask who that was?
I think it was Jeff Shee, because he's spending all his money on hookers rather than players for Wolves.
And he calls you.
I could add. Well, I am the loneliest Wolves fan.
I'm just thinking long distance phone charges.
Well, do we pay long distance anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know. I must be lying because my nose itches. But here's something. Here's something. The executive chairman of the Wolves, who gives a fuck? I'm so angry. He goes on and is interviewed by BBC, and they're asking him all sorts of questions about recruiting and what he's done with the club, and it's this big like public mea culpa. It's almost like watching like Donald Trump. I have nothing to do with it. But his role with the club is executive chairman. Now, I guess for other clubs that aren't run by Chinese, that's a president. I have no idea. But he says, maybe I got it wrong. I'm no expert. Now,
that's what you want your
leader
to say.
If I'm wrong, but if you're the executive chairman, you should be somewhat of an expert. It's killing me. It's killing me, Smalls.
That's the way a lot of things are going.
I'm just going to go out and say
Todd Bowley's no expert. Stan Kroenke's no expert.
We're talking ownership. We're talking ownership.
Yeah.
It would be like Edu if Edu said, "I'm no expert." Well, he's hired to be the expert.
Yeah.
Is he not?
Not anymore.
And I don't understand this whole like I'm not responsible. It's like own responsibility. We have gone through like 6 or 7 managers since Nuno and Wolves have parted ways. Not one individual from front of office with Wolves has been fired. What does that tell you? Go ahead in the comments. Tell me.
Poor leadership.
Help me understand.
Well, Mark, we actually have a full house backstage. So as much as I would love to delve into Wolves Arsenal with you, I know you're in a very agitated state already. So I'm going to bring some backup because I found more Wolves fans. We actually have 5 Wolves fans backstage what's that?
Yeah.
There's a couple Arsenal fans and some Leeds.
No,
Sorry.
you're canceling. But we had you lined up on the show.
Let's bring him on, John. Let's bring on everybody who's ready to go. David, a Leeds United fan. Mr. Tom, Leeds United. And Gary, the Arsenal fan. What's going on, gentlemen?
Great. Looking forward to the weekend. Aren't you?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that little rant right there cost me 1 beer already. Jesus, Mark.
Cost you 1 beer.
Yeah,
Good
usually
Lord.
the first 30 minutes of the show, I don't down a beer because I'm blabbering on.
You're
but
too busy talking.
Yeah, you blabbered on for me, so thank you for that. What's going on to our Leeds United fans down there? You guys are doing some damage. Looks like that second half of the City game might have turned a corner for you guys.
Certainly seems that way. What do you reckon, Tom?
I'm convinced that we're going to win the Premier League.
Yes.
Probably.
2 years
Gary,
ago,
Gary.
you thought Ipswich was going to win the league.
Gary, there's no
Yes.
need to laugh.
Oh, sorry.
Gary,
It's never too late.
It
Sorry.
is never too late. Except Wolves, I don't think Wolves have a chance to win the Premier League. I don't know if it's
Possibly not.
mathematically possible.
we are the world
them to win.
champions. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, exactly.
And
If you take the
successfully-
boxing analogy, we
Successfully
We-
retained against Liverpool as well.
yeah, absolutely. The mandatory challenger at the time.
Tom, look, when we looked at those matches, you had City coming up, City, Chelsea, then Liverpool, and you said you were going to get 7 points out of those. And I was like,
Yeah, I kind of undershot
damn.
that, admittedly.
but you were not far away. Like, you were a cheeky goal away from getting 6. And even Man City you had on the ropes. You guys were more likely to level it there. And you had the same way you had Liverpool on the ropes. Fun watches. It wasn't the boring leads that we'd seen for that like 10-game run you had. I felt like you started the season with a little vim and vigor and then you kind of trailed off. But then now you're back playing fun, exciting, forward football. Why?
The
Or am I
simple
wrong?
to that is basically we are going to win the World Cup, the Club World Cup, in the next 4 years, obviously. And I know
Without a
Gary's
doubt.
going to be very upset when I say this because if we win the Club World Cup, then that means Arsenal won't win the Club World Cup. So
Well, it's an honor to be invited to the made-up competition.
yeah.
They're all made up, I suppose.
In all seriousness, if the Liverpool game had lasted a further minute, we'd have won it, probably.
Yeah.
But
If you can erase that like 90th minute, and maybe that first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, start a little bit faster, you could have won that one as well. Because that's all they did. They had about a 4-minute
comments
spell.
aside,
Oh.
my silly comments aside, at the end of that game, we genuinely had them on the ropes. Now, no, we didn't actually score off it, but the reality is that the final minute of the contest was not us shitting our pants. It was Liverpool shitting their pants.
City as well, though. The same exact thing with City. City were like, blow the fucking whistle. They were done, and you guys were like relentless. The same way you were with Chelsea, you were just winning,
To be
and you
fair,
didn't give up. I think that's what you guys
Causing
should be
chaos.
proud of your
won
club with.
because they scored the goal in the first minute of stoppage time rather than 90 plus 10, which
Yeah, they needed. They
game
needed.
would have still been playing now, presumably, if they hadn't. But that's not for me to say.
It's what's good. We've had a good run. We've had a good run against top sides. The lads have been up for it. Got a bit of pride back. No doubt they've now got a lot of confidence. The thing is, it won't be worth much if they can go the next 3 games and don't. Starting tomorrow, hard game at Brentford.
That'd be really impressive.
Or is it on Sunday?
Sunday,
isn't it?
Sunday.
Yeah,
that'd be really impressive if you managed to beat Brentford tomorrow, considering the match is happening on Sunday.
Tom.
But yeah,
I think you guys have a good shot.
Go.
I think you have a good shot against Brentford. I think Brentford's biggest plus is that they're playing at home. Other than that, I don't see them having an advantage over you.
They're the 4th best at home.
Yeah, they're good at home.
Well,
it is
we're
an
about
advantage.
the 4th worst way.
I think
Speaking of home matches, there's a home match this week that would be amazing to go to, which is Sunderland Newcastle. They absolutely hate each other, and Sunderland is probably that. Talk about a home atmosphere,
right? Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. That.
Yeah. As far as Leeds and Brentford, what is it? They play at Community Stadium. Is that their stadium?
City.
I always forget. City Stadium. Community Stadium. Anyway, they're always tough at home. Not necessarily as tough as they were when they first got back into the top tier. But I honestly hey, after losing Thomas Frank, they are and the players they lost in the window, they're very, very impressive. From what I've seen, and obviously that they're like what they're 14th, but they're still in there. I do think this is going to be tough for Leeds, but they're riding on the tails of a nice. They got more points than were expected. They can ride that. Leeds travels well. I think this is at least a point, maybe 3.
Take a point. I'd take a point now if you offered it to me.
Yep.
They've lost 3 out of 4, so they'll be looking for it. But you also have been. It'll be a clash of can they break their trend and can you continue what you've been doing, basically. So
I think a lot of it's going to come down to how Fart wishes to approach the game, whether he's going to go at them. Whether he's thinking that Leeds can basically control the possession, which of course would play a little bit, I feel, into Brentford's hands because they love teams just having possession and then hitting teams on. They do that and pieces. So we'll see. I mean, we've got a fairly good squad. Metcha's missing, unfortunately. There goes the 2 guys up. It'd have to be Okafor or somebody like that. DCL, but we'll see. We've got a good chance. A point would be fantastic. Win at home, get a point here and there away, and survival will be ours.
I'll settle for
David, you mentioned Mecha being injured. I'm curious how you guys feel about Dan James being injured. To me, that seems like a bigger deal.
Nah, not interested. Don't care. He's not played well at all this season, so it's no loss.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, Mark, I think it's about time we take the Band-Aid off and we discuss this match that's coming up. It's a Stoop Derby. So let me just give you my rundown of it, and then you guys can take it away from there. So my thoughts about this, the only concerns I have, because on paper, Arsenal, doesn't matter how injured they are, should any version of this Arsenal team should be able to go out and handle Wolves because of Wolves, the way they've been playing all season, the way they've been playing recently, and above all, I watched their match I watched your match, Mark, against Man United, even though you were telling me not to, and you showed a little bit of heart. You showed a little bit of heart in the beginning, and then when the wheels started coming off, they came off fast, and you could just see in the players' faces like nobody's enjoying their time. So that's more because wins can happen when teams have heart. A win can come from anywhere, but right now I feel like you guys are lacking a heart, lacking a spine, to where Arsenal should be able to win this. Now, here's what concerns me is when everyone is talking that way about a team, they turn it around on one game. Not completely, but they pull a win out of nowhere. And Arsenal are the perfect team for people to do that against, especially when we're playing midweek and we're looking ahead and everybody's talking so lowly of Wolves. Maybe even against, as much as Arteta wants to drill it into them not to look past this game, the players, they may not be up for it the way they are up for it against other teams, and something could happen. Anything can happen, That's my concern with it. Now, that's the only reason I think, on the thumbnail where I said it's a plus 2,700 for Wolves to win. If I was there, I would 100% put $1.27 on it.
I'll tell you what. I can put my Venmo marker, and you can just send me that $1.27, because there is no reason to put any money on Wolves. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
It'll give me $28 or something.
I think there's something that I would address with what you just said, is that there's mentioning the Wolves, and there's a bit of cowardice. I think there is something to be said with that, but I think that I might just say that there's, I wouldn't say cowardice as much as I would take the opposite, which might even be the same, to where you might say that there's just a lack of bravery. I didn't
say cowardice, though, by the way.
I kind of think you did. I kind of think you touched my drum kit. I think you touched my drum kit.
No, I didn't say cowardice ever.
I think you did.
I said lack of spine. Lack of spine could be interpreted as cowardice. Okay, but I didn't say cowardice.
I think you touched my drum kit.
That wouldn't be a word that I'm
pretty sure you touched my drum kit.
That's a weird word to use.
Anyway, I do think there is this lack of bravery that is kind of missing from Wolves right now. There is this. They are playing. They're playing extremely tight. They're just. It's comical how bad they are. It really is, and it's painful. And yes, I'm wondering why I'm watching. It is, we are producing such a bad product, and her product is far better than I wish our front line shifted like that. That would be awesome.
So Mark, what are you concerned with against Arsenal in particular with the problems that your team has? Is it a midfield? You don't have a midfield. You don't have.
You don't have anything. We don't have anything. We don't have forwards. We don't have a midfield. We don't have a back line. We don't. We have a very poor decision making. It's like, come on. I would not blame everyone if you have not watched one match of Wolves, unless we played your squad. Leeds, hey, we played you. How poor were we? How shockingly poor were we? We are a shockingly poor team. We are absolutely devoid of talent. We are devoid of ideas, creativity. You name it. You fucking name it. Yes, we can have all the sound effects that can come out all day long and all the graphics. There's literally no way in hell that we beat Arsenal. And if I'm just going to put this out there, if Arsenal lose to Wolves at Arsenal at the Emirates, Arteta should be fired. Right.
Sack Arteta. Yeah.
Just fire the motherfucker, because there's just no way. The real question, the question's being asked, oh, what are my concerns and what are my chances? No, the question that you should ask is, how many goals is Arsenal going to score against Wolves? It should be like 7-0. It's going to be, it should be absolutely terrible. You guys will keep the clean sheet, not because of your defense, because your defense is kind of lacking right now. And I think Aston Villa proved that last week, that you guys are kind of hurting back there.
Thank you.
But you're not. You could put the ghost of whoever back there, And do you believe in miracles? No, not in this case. No.
Okay.
Arsenal is going to. They could literally put their third squad out there, and they're going to win. They're going to win by 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
yeah.
And I will go on because
I think Gabriel Jesus will start. Yes. And he'll end the game being Arsenal's top scorer for the season so far. Because I think our top scorer is like 4, 5, something like that.
We can't stop anybody. We can't stop anybody. We can't do anything.
Let's
for a second.
Can I just say, you're aware what Arsenal's concern is? Yeah.
What?
The
scoreboard doesn't go high enough for the score that's likely to be scored.
Sure.
They don't have a double.
I think the biggest thing that Arsenal fans should be concerned with is, oh my God, please don't let the Wolves tackle one of our players so hard that he gets injured.
No chance of that.
There will be a red card on Wolves in this match. That's the one thing I can guarantee.
Fingered Gabby Jesus last time we played, and there was no card. He got a yellow card. Talk about victim blaming. He got fingered in the butt and complained about it, and he got a yellow card.
Well, it serves him right.
So it serves him right. Talk about victim blaming.
Idea.
It serves him right to get fingered in the butt in a football game. Gary, what do you have to say about all this? Please say something on this show.
Yeah, no, you guys are having so much fun. I was enjoying it, but it shouldn't be any fun for any Wolves fan on this weekend for sure. Like it should. I mean, we need to come out fast, really, for me, because I don't even want to give them a sniff of even a thought, right? And we've got players that hopefully are hungry. You saw Madueke and Martinelli scoring goals the way they were doing. If they come out, if they're going to start, either one of them or both of them start, they're going to be hungry to get more. I mean, everybody. So, and then Gyökeres, he needs to have his day in the sun. That's what that's what everybody. If he doesn't, people will be disappointed in his play, no matter what it is. I know some of it's not all of it's on him. Some of it is. Some of it's on his teammates. Some of it's on the way the coach has set up the team. But he, no matter what, this should be an easy game for him to get at least a goal. Definitely 2. He should be disappointed if he doesn't have 2-3 GA in the game, just because he should be hungry. This is a game. If you're hungry, the restaurant's open and they left. The staff left. Man, all the food's prepped and ready to go, but they left.
He should be on the injury report for the next match because he has a bruised foot from tapping in so many goals.
Oh my God. I was so surprised that you guys put the goals against that powerhouse Bruges on Wednesday. Oh my goodness.
Well, they're third in the Belgium league, so they're not that bad.
Bruges is in bad form currently.
My goodness.
But they're not a bad team. They would destroy you guys.
Yeah. I mean, they were playing with their third goalkeeper. So I mean that's probably why the goals looked the way they did. But you got to take the shot too. You got to take the shot too.
I'm sorry, Martinelli's goal and Nani's goal.
Yeah.
No keeper is really stopping those. Though Nani's hit a place where nobody can save it, and who would have thought he would have got through there and shot that? And then Martinelli was like, "Anything you can do, I can do better." And he flicks a ball past, outruns his defender, cuts in, and another one, banger in the corner, top corner, upper 90. There you go. I'm sorry, you can be Donnarumma, and you're not stopping those.
Well, Donnarumma.
Now, why don't we do those all the time?
Season?
Yeah.
Donnarumma is stopping everything. That piece of crap.
Yeah, I don't like him. But no, like I said, in our defense, I mean, I know they didn't play well against Aston Villa, but they're not going to play perfect every game, and not when you keep changing the lineup from week to every game. We've had to change our back line, and most teams don't do that and expect consistency. So, I think now everybody's got experience, so no matter how much we rotate outside of Skelly, I think everybody can rotate, and I don't think we'll skip a beat now because I think they've played in games that have come down to the wire or games where we've won, and so that's the kind of experience that I like to see. So no matter who they play on the back line, I think we'll be fine. Skelly's the only one that for me that gives me any concern, just the way he's been playing. But I hopefully, he'll get better as each game every minute he plays. So
Skelly for me, my issue with Miles Lewis Skelly is that I feel like in his mind he is a midfielder, and that's where he wants to play.
Yeah.
And that's where he wants to push Mikel Arteta to play him.
Yeah.
And he's forgetting about his defensive duties. It's like, dude, if you want to play in this team right now, your defensive game needs to be spot on, and anything going forward is a bonus.
Yeah. The only person that's allowed to go forward and not have to be concerned too much with their attacking is Calafiori, and he's out.
They're defending.
Defending. So you know what? The only one player gets that kind of he gets that card that they can play all the time. But
he's been surprisingly good defending because I agree with that statement you just said. Yeah. However, there has been times where I'm like, oh shit,
he's coming up his defending. How to play defense, right? So it is.
I think that's what's keeping him in.
Yeah, you didn't expect that when you first saw him, and even when we first started the season. So I'm hoping this should be a fun game for us. I know we can keep games tight because we just don't put the ball in the net, right? But we shouldn't. This shouldn't be that game. I mean, Arteta should be screaming if his players aren't putting the ball in the net. They should have all the opportunities. What is that all about? You just
all right. Let's
sorry.
You know what? What's great? And you can't put it out now. I didn't see the carrots, and I got to talk for like a couple of minutes. So you can't put it out now. It's too late. I'm stopping. I'm not talking anymore.
I never thought two people would talk so much game that is literally already won.
But it's not you. It's not. It's a game of football.
It hasn't been won yet.
It's a game of football.
Here's what I want to ask. I mean, we it's like, oh, what's the chances of the Wolves winning? What's going to happen? Who's going to do this? What's your weakness? Here's what I want to know. When will the first Arsenal goal be? First 10 minutes? First 20? First 30? First 40?
It'll be first 5 minutes for me.
I think it's going to be in the first 10 minutes. And if there's a bet, if someone can look that up, Mr. Tom, can you tell me what the bet is?
It's probably
of an
only
Arsenal
like
goal in the
300.
first 10 minutes. If
I'm
that's
going
probably you
for
can
the
bet
6
on.
minute. 6 minute.
6 minutes?
Okay.
No, I think like 27.
Oh my God!
Ar-
what are you doing
that's-
for 26 minutes?
That's the way Arsenal are.
So, see, I don't want. No, I don't want. I want it to go to script. I don't like this going off script thing. No, go to script and finish off this game early, and then let's have some fun and get ready for the next game, kind of thing. That's what
I
we should be able
honestly
to do.
think it's going to be 4-0 at the half.
If there's one
And I
silver lining,
said it was going to be 5-0 versus Man United. There were 5 goals scored. It just was 4-1. It wasn't that far off.
You were going to say something.
God, I wish I
No
could
point
say
at this
something
point.
positive.
All right. Well, that's enough. That's enough about the Arsenal Wolves match. I think everybody's suffered through that long enough. Mr. Tom, what is something you would like to talk about this weekend? He's a Penguin.
Derek 2's back.
Yeah, it's that time of the year.
Okay. Well, fellas, that was interesting. I want to talk to you guys about. Have you guys heard about the FIFA World Cup ticket scandal that's going on? Have you heard about all this?
Embarrassing,
The
isn't
one
it?
we all knew was going to happen and has
Yeah.
happened.
Exactly.
Not really a
Exactly.
scandal if you're expecting it, is it?
Well,
More like
the
reality.
The problem is, yeah, I mean, we're expecting it knowing the way that FIFA is run and the way that the United States is run. And it's just insane right now. Here, so we've got, I can't read that. FIFA
The best
urged,
way to prevent it is to not buy them.
Right?
yeah. FIFA were urged to halt the tickets sales over the betrayal of fans' pricing. We are astonished by the extortionate ticket prices imposed by FIFA on the most dedicated supporters for the next year's World Cup. This is a monumental betrayal of the tradition of the World Cup, ignoring the contributions of fans to the spectacle it is. So they are, and here are some examples of like ticket pricings.
Who was that pinhead?
That was Infantino,
And who is he?
the head of FIFA.
Oh, yeah, he's not in on it? Bullshit.
Oh, yeah, dude, that dude. No, yeah, this was to shame him.
It just
Something needs to pay for his office in Trump Tower.
But I mean, look at this. We're talking group stage matches. The lowest you can get is 198. And I'm telling you right now, I've looked, and the lowest for some of these matches right now is like 700 something.
Do you know where you'll be put if you actually paid 198 for a ticket?
Yep.
You get put in you literally put in like the top corner of the stadium.
Behind a post.
That is where the
I saw
You'll
a
be put in a
graphic
bar.
for that cheap pricing. It is literally so like the farthest out ring of the stadium. It's like this little sliver.
Which of those rings is
It's
in
like
Dante's
it's
Inferno?
so small, and it's probably obstructed view. It is a joke.
It's literally
That-
just so they
that-
can say they offer it.
You know, and
Which of the rings of Dante's Inferno is it?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ,
The
it's
nine,
farther
yes.
than the seventh ring.
Well, fellas, if you don't mind, I have a little video. This guy that Nope, that's not it. This one, this dude, Zachary Sweeney Lynch. Sorry. So he explains it here. So here's like a minute-long video just to explain.
We spoke before about the World Cup tickets and how it's just a complete racket, but I didn't realize quite how egregious it actually is. Remember at the start when the tickets were first announced, FIFA made this big deal about there being $60 tickets available. They called it the most inclusive World Cup ever. They've now released a map of the stadium which shows where the different price categories are. The green tickets are the $60 tickets.
That is a fucking joke.
Those tickets are gone in seconds. FIFA's also introduced their own resale platform as well. At previous World Cups, resale was capped at the face value of the ticket. That's fair. That's how it should be. But FIFA have done away with that rule now, and you can charge whatever you want on the FIFA official resale site, and then FIFA takes a 15% commission from the seller and then another 15% commission from the buyer. Tickets for the final went on sale last week to people who won this lottery thing. The cheapest final ticket, which was $2,030, the following day was being resold for $25,000. And bear in mind, from that sale, FIFA would then get 30% cut of the price. So they make another $7,500 off it. They said that this like resale platform of their thing was to clamp down on ticket touting. It's like, you haven't clamped down on it, you just brought it in-house.
Yeah, you're the tout.
You are the tout. And those tickets can be resold as many times as they want.
That is a fucking joke.
Yeah,
So
it's just absolutely, it's travesty.
FIFA need to go fuck themselves.
And you saw that, Mark. I think that's what he showed. That little sliver of green are $70 tickets, and they're gone in an instant.
Yeah,
but I didn't realize that 15% cut.
It's a 15% cut both ways. So that's a 30% cut. But the one thing that he doesn't hit upon is that that's every transaction. So
yeah, every time
you
the ticket is
sell
sold.
me,
yeah,
you sell me a ticket, that's 15 on your end, that's 15 on my end. But all of a sudden, and we'll do the and he's two friends and his two friends and his two friends, the old commercial. But if I take that ticket and all of a sudden, oh shit, I can't go because my mother died. Hey, Gary, can I sell you the ticket? And Gary goes, absolutely. FIFA gets 15% from me and 15% for Gary. And then if Gary can't go and sells it to David, that's another 30%, and so on and so on and so on.
But, and the crazy part of that
is the biggest fucking grift.
Yeah, it's not even the 30%. It's the fact that the price has gone up. So you could pay the 30% that can be made on that ticket could be the actual cost of the ticket plus everything else is profit for them, right? It's definitely talk about scamming the people out of some money there.
You know, right? Now what I do think happens is I do think that like companies that are in the business of reselling tickets, your StubHub, your Ticketmaster, all these things, when it all comes down to it, they're gonna look at that bottom line and go, wait a minute. This is collusion, and they're going to end up suing, and it's gonna get really fucking weird. Dude, it's gonna get really fucking.
I just typed in World Cup tickets. First thing, Canada versus an unknown playoff A winner. This is a group stage match. Canada versus an unknown team. The only tickets that are left.
Yeah.
That's the prices, $1,900 for one ticket by yourself,
and FIFA gets $260 of that because that's a seller. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In the meantime, we've given Trump the peace prize from the FIFA. Peace prize that you can wear anywhere you wish.
You've gone from the Qatar World Cup where the tickets were reasonable to this.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
It's beyond
it's
shocking.
obscene.
David. It's beyond shocking.
That was like
But
this
it's
one.
not
Like,
unexpected. I'm not being funny. I'm going to say something here, and it may upset you. America's involved, and they fuck all the sports, all the competitions up when it.
But
fucked up
didn't I?
F1, there's football with their different fucking ideas in their trying to change the game and all that. You said it.
Yes, I
You said
did.
it.
I said this from the very fucking beginning. From the very fucking beginning, when we started talking about World Cup in the U.S., I told you all that this was going to happen. And now the next step is I'm waiting for the boycotts. I'm waiting for the boycotts to start happening, and I do
the
believe
half-empty
they're coming.
stadiums. The
I
half-empty.
do
stadiums.
believe they're coming because, Infante gave that award to Trump because he did not want the big markets that were hosting these matches. He was afraid that Trump was going to go, oh, well, the final in New York. Oh, that's not a safe city. They don't like me there. I'm gonna send it to Kansas City. Infante said, "Oh shit, no. We want this in the biggest fucking market possible. So here, have a medal you can wear anywhere you want, and here's a trophy of us fondling your balls." It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. It makes me so angry. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the World Cup.
Question, Mark. Genuine new question you've created. Who's going to win the next FIFA Peace Prize Award? Who's going to win next year? Voldemort. It's 2-1.
Netanyahu.
Where's the next World Cup?
Who cares?
Where's the next? No. Seriously,
I don't
question's
care
been
where
asked.
it is.
When is the 2030 World
Spain
Cup?
and Morocco,
who cares?
innit?
But I'll just say this:
Is it
once again,
in Saudi? Is it
a lot of
in?
people in charge?
Are
to
they
make
going to
it
give it
better for us.
to Juan Carlos the second in exile, or Juan Carlos the first? Who's in exile in Spain? Who's
Should the FIFA
king?
Peace Prize go to Director John?
Absolutely, that's my vote.
Does it come with
that's
cash?
my vote.
Right? Probably comes with cash, right?
Is it weird that Venezuela didn't make it into the World Cup?
They're the only South American nation to have never been there, to my knowledge.
That is also true. They have never qualified. Do they even have a team?
They do. They've just never qualified.
All right,
Spain,
so
Portugal,
the
and Morocco.
Xanabarbarian
It's gonna be
729 said
Portugal,
Spain, Portugal, and Morocco with special opening matches in. That just sounds like another participation trophy. Everyone gets to host a match.
It's because because the tournament will be 100 years old at that point. So they're basically, because the first time I believe was in Uruguay. They're having a match in Uruguay to signify that. And similar in Argentina for some reason.
What did you say? They're having a match in Uruguay.
Yeah.
So not only in
Europe, they
but
were
also
the first winner, right?
The fucking wankers! Why don't they just? Why don't they just put it down in South America and have it in Uruguay?
That's not the real place they want
Argentina.
it, David. They wanted, if they could,
They're
I
having a
believe
game in
every year
Argentina.
they would have it in Saudi Arabia. That's what I genuinely believe.
That's in 4 more years. It's in Saudi
But
Arabia.
I'll tell you something. At least that Qatar World Cup, that was actually a good World Cup.
Yeah,
and the logistics and everything.
They ran it well.
Logistics were superb,
except for the people that died building everything.
Well, apart from that, John, but you know
that happened in Brazil too. That happened in Brazil.
It happens most places.
Those stadiums that they built, right, in all of
and
these
it's the
World
same
Cups
with the IOC as well.
You guys are doing talking. I'm gonna go get a beer.
I was just gonna say, like, it is the money that gets put into these stadiums that are built. My understanding is that comes from the IOC somehow, right? It's like those stadiums that were built in like the jungles of Brazil that after the World Cup they were never used again. They just pretty much rotted there. Same thing
Which
with
is
the one
why
in China.
they politically, what's the word? They did protests over it, knowing that would happen in Brazil.
Right,
and that that's like it's like wasted money, right? And now now America said, you know what, we're gonna hold my beer. I got something even worse, because I assume they got money just for the infrastructure of the World Cup, right? Because that's how this money flow works, right? Yeah. And now they said, on top of that, we're gonna make some money on it as well. It's just bad. Like anything else, it's bad for football. Once again, these people are messing up football for everyone.
I've not got a problem I've not got a problem with them making money. But this is just fucking obscene. You make your money through your sponsorship and your commercial.
Right.
Not by ripping off people who spend thousands as it is, follow their teams, and then what they would spend maybe in a year would only get them perhaps through a group stages, and then they run out of money in the next round. It's
So I just dovetailing on to what David said about, he mentions the group stage. When you look at the group stage, this is what it looks like to me, but does it look like to you all as if this particular World Cup is kind of catering to the historical greats of world soccer? It seems like everyone is meant to kind of advance, that has like that they're like a historical powerhouse. There's we look at every single Euro and World Cup, and it's like, who's the group of death? It really seems to me that this year, or this particular cycle, there isn't one. It seems like it's very clear cut. Here's who's going to advance here, and here's who's going to advance here. There's no one that can actually challenge anyone. And it seems like this is going to be will culminate all the greats of the history of World Cup soccer, and we'll all get them in the elimination round, and it'll all be just
Mark, it's money.
How many times we got to take you 5 minutes to ask the fucking question?
Shit, fuck. I'm on 7 beers.
I'm sorry, but I'm.
It's just it's just a money maker. That's it. It's just a money maker that the main teams, they're all seeded anyway. They're meant to go through. And it's just paying lip service to some shit
23% of the
teams,
nations on Earth are in the tournament.
Yeah.
That's the actual answer to the question, because most countries on the planet are actually in the fucking World Cup now.
It devalues the whole thing.
Or it makes it, one of the biggest complaints about the World Series is that it's really only 2 countries involved. And so now the World Cup, if we're doing the World Cup and you're going to say you're the world champion, well, then beat more countries. Because what if the tiny country of Cabo Verde, what if Cabo Verde all of a sudden makes a run? Then we have a Cinderella story. But no, that's not what they want. And Mark, you're totally right. It's a money grab. It's how do we ensure that all of the big money teams that are going to draw fans and draw ticket sales, how do we make sure they play the most matches? Well, we'll make sure everyone gets out of the group stage.
Well, the first stage eliminates 16 nations. Most of the nations go through.
Yeah, 16 nations go through.
No, 16 will go out.
No, absolutely.
32 go through.
But it just seems to be the way that the group stages have been set, there isn't an opportunity for the excitement of an underdog. You know, there's no group of death. There's no. That's a tough stage.
There's no
That's
jeopardy.
a tough stage.
There's literally no
there is
jeopardy in football
no
anymore.
fucking jeopardy whatsoever. It's gonna be
a lot of the group stage games are gonna be shit, Mark.
It's gonna be Mexico and Korea, or actually we don't even know who the play-in is, but Mexico definitely advances. Germany definitely advances. Ecuador will probably advance. France, Senegal advances. Maybe Norway. I don't know. There's it doesn't. There's nothing here that makes me go, whoa. You know, I'm not attracted to any particular group stage to watch it. You know, I look at these groups and I literally say, I will wait till the elimination round before I start watching.
So it's the same.
Give me one matchup that you want to watch. You know,
the same as the Champions League, Mark. You know, I mean, there's so much football on. I have seen 2 Champions League games so far this season. One was the other night when I watched the Madrid City game. I thought, well, a good contest, and it was.
That was a good match.
Yeah, and I watched some other game, and you know what? I can't even remember who it. Yeah. Because there's so many games now. It means fuck all. Unless you're actually a supporter of the team, most fans just switch off to it.
Yeah.
You know, why? Because there's too much. It's saturation.
Yeah, and the new format, I think it benefits a club like Arsenal, but you felt it. You felt it when Arsenal played Bayern Munich recently, like a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But you know, we would be in the group stage where, okay, we got to play Bayern Munich. Well, you got to play them home and away. This was, okay, Arsenal have already won their first 4 matches.
Yeah.
We could technically lose to Bayern Munich, and it's really no skin off our back. We can then go on and beat Brugge, and then Slavia and teams like that. Where before, like, you couldn't take your foot off the gas playing home and away against a team. And that's where you would get upsets. Right now, it's like, get rid of everybody. Just look at last year. City was terrible. PSG was terrible in the opening rounds, in the opening whatever it is series. They got in, like, barely got in to the knockout rounds. And then PSG goes on and they find their form and they go on and win it. So I don't know. What was my point? What were we talking about? You said too many matches.
The fact you
what am I
finish
talking?
24th out
Mark
of
didn't interrupt
and
me.
win the Champions League is what is wrong with football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a thought watching the Brugge match with Arsenal, and Arsenal have played, Gary, is it 6 matches or 7 matches? 6 matches.
6 matches
in the Champions League. We've won all of them, and we've given up 1 goal. And then I started going, whoa, it'd be crazy if we only gave up like 1 goal, 2 goals. And then I heard it in my head. Arsenal go an entire Champions League campaign and only give up 2 goals. But the second goal they gave up was a 1-0 loss in the Champions League final. No!
I actually would like to ask the Leeds boys about Arsenal and their Champions League run. Outside of Bayern Munich, have they played anybody?
I don't know, because I don't have any interest in
Atletico Madrid, is that like not?
It's the truth.
They're not going to move on.
There's no interest in it. There's no interest.
They're not going to move on. No one you've played is moving on. Now next time you get Milan, I believe. Decent. But come on. Don't get super excited because you beat fucking Club Bruges.
Mark,
don't.
Who's getting excited?
No.
Were we doing flips or something?
Mark, do you know that we the last like 30 minutes of the game or so,
You're right,
we had 0 center backs on the pitch because we're out of center backs.
So did we when we played Bayern Munich? Was that considered like?
Can
not
we
a good
roll
team?
the Lolo?
No. I'm just saying, Mark.
Like
Mark,
if that's the thing you want to cry about,
Mark.
we
No,
have
I'm
no
not. I'm not
center
crying about it, Mark.
Oh,
I'm
my
not
goodness.
crying about it. I'm saying for all the people since we won, the people that I've heard just slagging us off about like, oh well, they beat Bruges, of course they should, blah 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 blah. I'm like, do you know that Do you know that Christian Norgard started as center back for us? This midfielder that we got
oh my
from Brentford,
God, he started
as center back, as
He
center
played?
back.
But
As
we don't.
center
That's
back.
how
We don't-
uninteresting
We
that
don't
match
know.
was.
We don't know, Lolo, because we don't care.
I
Nobody
I-
cares.
I watched
Just-
Real and
Just Arsenal
City.
fans care.
I mean, that was what I was watching. I'm not
He's
watching
talking
fucking
about it.
Arsenal and Bruges.
I'm just saying.
Your match was so uninteresting to me.
And you know what? It was a clean sheet away in the Champions League with a make fucking shift back line that we ended with only we had 2 left backs and we had
what?
2 right backs, a left back
No.
and a midfielder as our
It
back
means
line.
nothing. So-
I have
It's
the.
not-
I have
I'm
the
not crying.
deepest
I'm
team
saying
in
that's
all-
fucking
I
impressive.
have the deepest team in all of football.
So deep that we can play people out of position because we've run out of our depth.
You have a
And we still
defensive
get a clean-
midfielder playing as your striker.
And a defensive midfielder playing as our center back.
It's just it
That
is
shows you
stupid
the
how
problem with
deep you
football
are,
these
and
days.
it very enviable. But you know, you
That's what I'm
paid
saying.
for it, so
I'm not
you know.
fucking crying about it. I'm saying just give us you don't give us fucking shit. I'm saying I'm giving my team credit because going away to Bruges, where Bruges play very good at home and they've actually got a very good record. And
Gentlemen.
we have a horribly misshapen team. If you were to look at that team 2 months ago, you'd be like, "What the fuck is Arteta doing?" And we walk away with a clean sheet.
Gentlemen,
like,
they
yo.
play Bruges.
It's a nothing
Big
game.
threat. Big threat.
It's like a dead
Mark.
rubber.
Don't
Bruges
make
will
it bigger than it
destroy
is.
you.
Don't make it big. Oh
Don't
God,
make it
you guys
smaller
will.
than it is,
You
Mark.
guys will score
That's all I'm
8
saying.
against.
Don't
us.
make it smaller. That's all I'm saying. You tell me not to make it bigger. You don't make it smaller. Leave it where it is. It's a very solid win. Fucking resting people, injury laden, and we still got a clean sheet. Scored
Look,
a bunch of
I'll
goals.
let you
Hell
brag
yes,
about
walk
beating
away.
Bayern Munich. I'll let you brag about that, but I will not let you brag about beating Club Bruges.
Am I bragging?
There is nothing
Am
to
I
brag
bragging?
about. Oh my God, Martinelli's goal was so amazing.
Mark, look at the goal.
Good.
Look at the
Lord.
goal and
Look
tell me
at
it
the
wasn't
team
fucking
he
amazing.
scored it against.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It
Look at
does
how-
matter.
No, go back
It
to
does
Ronaldo's.
matter.
Go to Ronaldo's highlight reel. Half of those are
we're
against
not-
shitty teams.
Good luck.
Go to
No,
Messi's
we're-
highlight reel. Half of those are against shitty La Liga teams.
The fact that
So what are you talking about? Out of your mind.
I got nothing
a
to
good
say.
goal is a
I
good
got
goal.
nothing to say.
But you keep fucking talking.
I am saying
He's hurting.
You
He's
can't-
hurting, Lolo.
What are we supposed to do? Not talk football anymore because his team's where it's at? What are we supposed to stop talking? Do we not want to have a show anymore? What is
And
it?
Gary and I haven't been mentioning anything about Wolves. We haven't been hitting you at all about your team because you hit yourself hard enough.
I will hit
I have-
myself.
I have a little
I will
bit.
hit
I have.
my fucking self.
You guys,
we have
please,
literally had a fucking executive chairman. I don't even know what that means. Say
Next week.
I'm not an expert.
Next week.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Next week is Festivus.
Next week is our 5th annual Festivus program. We hope
What the fuck
all
we gonna
of
do
you-
Festivus for? I heard it all tonight. Mark can't say a word tonight.
You know what? Wait till
Oh,
the end of
man.
the game. Hopefully
I
there'll be
am
more.
going to decorate my Festivus pole with the finest with the
All right.
finest decorations. Now, mind you, there will be no
I gotta
tinsel.
go.
I find
go.
tinsel to be very distraction.
I'll talk to you later.
Tinsel is
right.
very distracting.
Well, fellas, it has been fun talking to you all. And we're going to call it a night from here. If anybody wants to join us backstage for a second.
We've not actually said what we think the scores will be.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if
predictions.
you wanted to do that. Okay. What match would you like to start with, David?
Let's start with the Leeds game.
Yes.
Tom, are you still awake, Tom?
Yeah, I'm hanging on.
The score, your prediction for the Brentford Leeds game.
I will take a draw.
Can you be more specific?
We will say Desmond.
Okay, Desmond 2-2. Gary.
2-1 leads, or sorry, say 1-2 leads. Right, you're on the road, right?
Yeah.
So
Go.
2 leads. Yeah.
Mark.
I do like a draw. I do think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. And I do think that it will be a patented Leeds stoppage time equalizer.
Lolo.
3-2 Leeds United. Lots of goals, back and forth, wide open. Going to be a fun match. But I think Leeds. I think this time you guys actually take the lead, and at the very end of the game, it's going to be one of these where, like, shit, we could draw the game here. Just lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. 3-2 Leeds United.
I'm going to go with Mark's.
Yeah.
Right, the Arsenal game. Arsenal v Wolves. We have to have a prediction. I know we've spoken about it. I'm going to start with you first, Mark, because I want to get the pain over with for you.
All right. So it's no mystery with me that Arsenal is going to win. They're at home. They should. And I've said earlier, should they lose to Wolves at home, Arteta should be fired on the spot. That's not going to happen. I will say this. I'm not gonna give you a score line. I'm gonna give
push
you
for one.
I'm gonna give you the over under, and I'm gonna say over 4. And Wolves will not score. That's what I'm giving you.
Over 4. Both teams to score, no.
No.
Under 4
Yeah,
and
both teams to score, no.
Over 4. Arsenal will score more than 4 goals against us, and we will
less than what?
Score. So if we can bring it back, the old Mr. Tom betting in the dark. Yeah.
Tom, give me the score. Arsenal against Wolves.
I've gone with 4-0. But to be fair, that's still less than we shipped there. So
that is less. You guys shipped 5 on us, right? 5-1.
Gary.
We got them 5-1.
I'm gonna go 3-0 at half, 5-0 finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first before you,
Okay.
Lolo, because it's your show. You should finish off, I feel. I'm gonna go 7-0.
I almost thought that.
Just
7-0.
an absolute drubbing.
I almost thought 7-0.
I like the
They
sound
would
of that.
not be out of
I mean,
the
like
realm.
5-0 at half time. Something stupid, and then they just more on in the second. Lolo, go on, finish off.
I think it's going to be a very boring 2-0 to Arsenal. I think it's going to take us longer than expected to get the first goal. Then we're going to get it. We're going to go into halftime 1-0, come right out of the gate, score again, and then it'll be a boring 40 minutes or so.
I can't see that because even
that's
Man
really-
U scored
that's
goals
disappointing. Like
against Wolves.
that would mean that we're worse than Manchester United, and I don't think we're worse than Manchester United at all. Not even close.
You can't compare those games.
We're playing at home.
Yeah,
We just
I know.
like no.
But Wolves came out against Man United. That was the problem. They thought that was one of many problems. Is they came
Because
out.
they
tried
considered
to
Man
go
U to be shit. That's why.
exactly, and they're going to sit back against us a bit more. So it's
Give
going to
me
take us
one
longer than
player
expected.
from Wolves that is quality. You can't.
João Neves.
If they make one mistake
Wait,
around the
João
18,
Neves.
we've got players that
Ooh.
want to take shots now.
Who?
Hopefully they continue to
João
wanna take shots
Neves?
around the 18. We'll see.
Neves has
Neves.
been with the team in like 2 years.
I'm going to say good night, guys. I've
yeah.
gotta get up.
All right, good
We're
night.
all out of here. So
Thank you for joining us, David. We really
Pleasure.
appreciate you.
all right.
And Mr.
Good seeing you.
Tom,
Cheers, Tom.
and your,
Tom.
Have a good
your
night, David.
Christmas thing.
All right, fellas. Well, it was great seeing y'all. I hope all your teams. Well, Mark, just your team. I hope loses. I'm sorry, but
So fucking
love you
mean.
guys. We'll see you next week for Festivus. Good night, everybody.